If you're smoking cigarettes, you can change your address, change your phone number, use every privacy setting. Move to a tiny island in a vast ocean and bury yourself in the sand. But if you're smoking cigarettes, the consequences will find you. Cigarettes can leave you with stained teeth, wrinkled skin, and more. Know the real cost. Brought to you by the FDA.
Jason was so thirsty and it was his lucky day, 'cause Rosa shared her Coke with him in a bottle that said J. Maggie shared her Coke with Mark at Whimpers, claw, claw, claw. Kevin shared his cherry Coke and Sheena shared her straw. Maria shared her french fries with Kareem, Latrice, and Jack. Then she shared her Coke with them, but now she wants it back. Hey. Kendall shares with Kendrick, Duncan shares with Drew. But sharing's always better when I share a Coke with you. When I share a Coke with you.
Something.
And you're unmuted. All right. Hey, what is up, all you spicy femboys? Welcome to another podcast. We'll give you a minute to sit right in while I get some water, and I'll have the post featured in a minute.
Okay. Alright, so... Okay, so, hello everyone. my name is Nikki Yoy. I am a character of the Femboy Amino staff team, and this is Starry Cub or Starry Pup. I don't know which one it is on the staff team as well. And the one who's hosting the stream is OC. So now that we know everyone, let's get into the business. Okay, so basically what we're here today is what I posted earlier. And I'm sorry if my mic is shit, by the way. I couldn't get the other one to work. So I'm sorry, you're going to have to bear with it. If you can't hear me, just let me know. But today what we're going to talk about is the topic of spam posts, not safe for work content, sexual predators, how to avoid them, and how to interact with people without necessarily making a post about it, because I've been getting a lot of complaints about new members, newcomers, old members coming back and messaging me and whatever. And yeah. Okay, and basically, we're gonna get into it, and we're gonna explain to everyone why we're doing this, basically.
Just listen. Just listen.
No,
Just
I haven't even featured or broadcasted the post yet, so I just made you guys practice.
What?
We're gonna have to do this all over again.
Okay.
Okay, yay. Sexy podcast with hot femboys today. Click. Okay, stopping.
Sexy broadcast for hot femboys. Oh, I submitted it! No, I'm just kidding.
Oh my
Sexy
God,
broadcast for hot femboys and gay. Femboy Amino broadcasts number 3. Should I switch that link up? Yeah, I should switch the link to the bottom, huh? Huh?
Yeah.
No, I'm just gonna click on a link full of fucking or so. Yeah, no one.
We just went from 82 members like in an instant to 76. Like went.
They bring.
Oh, I forgot to oh, I did broadcast the post. Okay, I was like, I forgot to broadcast the post.
Like, what the fuck, dude?
What the fuck, my dude? Dude, we have 70 people online without the post.
Shit. Okay. So let me know when they can hear me and when we're live.
We're live.
Okay. Alright, so let me start. So let's start this all over again. Hello everyone, my name is Nikki Yoy. I am a character of the Femboy Amino staff team. This is OC and Starry Cub. And we're here to talk to you guys today about an old and new topics that we would like to cover again, because I've been having a lot of people complain about like why are we like purging not safe for work profiles now after like so long, and like a confusion with new members coming in and saying like, how am I supposed to talk to new people without making a post about like I don't want to DM like every single like 5,300 members we have online now.
No. There's still the public chat that Kitsura hosts.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna get to. Like they can go to public chats and everything. And that's why I wanted to get into it. And also, this is gonna be a little tutorial for like the new characters and everything, because these guys need to learn the ropes first before having to be a character and everything.
How about we do a reading of the rules first?
Yep.
Can I have the rules? I want to read it. I want to read it.
Sure, go ahead.
Let me pull up the rules. Let me pull. Sorry about that.
It's in the user guide.
Oh my god.
Lucy.
Oh my god.
It's in the user guide right there.
Crap.
Welcome to our community. Before doing anything, please make sure you read the rules. If a rule is broken and you do not cooperate with the staff members, you will be given a strike. One strike will ban you for 24 hours, a second will ban you for 72, and a third will ban you permanently. Amino is a PG 13 plus or 13 years old plus app, and therefore anything unsuitable for minors is unacceptable. Anything sexual that would be not suitable for minors shall not be shown in Amino. Therefore, NSFW content is not allowed. All right.
Yeah, simplified.
Yeah. So, language and pictures that are sexually explicit, cropped sexual pictures, or censored ones also fall into this category. Wait. So language. Oh, language of sexually explicit.
Pictures.
Okay, I was like
pussy or cunt or I want to suck a food.
Okay.
Whoa! Anything.
Oh, Christian
down.
Femboy Amino podcast.
Jesus, we need some more Jesus in here.
So,
Where's the holy water?
hold on. Let me turn off Spotify because that's really fucking annoying.
I'll read it for you.
All right.
Sponsored by Spotify.
All right. Any kind of sexual action, even in private message, due to this, chats that say "take you to PM" or any deviation of this will be immediately disabled. Sharing. Fuck. Chats luring people to other platforms for sexual content. And ERPs, erotic role plays. I'm not gonna read in that voice. Sharing links to NSFW specific websites, streams, videos. Fetish content, even if considered clean, e.g. vor, diaper furs, inflation, etc. Not to kink shame, but I'm laughing. I'm sorry. Nudity is not allowed under any circumstances, even if artistic in nature. Nudity includes character.
I do want to clarify, so sorry for interrupting, but when they say by artistic in nature, they actually mean like there's a certain type of art style that takes a human, a real life human in front of you, and you have to paint them like naked or something, like or taking pictures nude, like as a sign of purity, because of some cultures and religion are like that. That's also now allowed. Just want to make that clear in case you're like, oh, but like this is from my religion or something. Like in my culture, like this is pure. It's like, well, I'm not here. You know, like sorry, but.
Let me tell you when the broadcast goes through. Let me tell you when the broadcast goes through. I'm your host. Fuck, what's my name again?
Oh, hi, baby.
Oh, we can see you again. Well. No, turn it back on. Turn it back on.
No, I want to screen share.
No, don't screen share. I'm already screen sharing. I'm already screen sharing. You don't need to screen share, buddy.
Okay, fine.
Okay, fine. Give me the example posts and I'll just paste them. Give me the example post.
We should have just made a podcast group chat and just had this all prepared previous before
but Nikki wanted to do this all like this, so we have to do it like this.
We should seriously start making scripts before we do this, guys. Honestly.
No.
Yeah. So we know what topics to cover.
Shit, Bodman.
Oh.
Casually eats chicken bone on the street.
Okay. So, if I may, I'm gonna start screen shares because I want to show you.
No, turn on your camera.
No, I want to
send the link to
Send the link to me. Like, fuck. I'm not gonna put the OBS blah. It's gonna fuck everything I have set up. Up.
But I want to be able to show my screen as well, though.
That's too much screen sharing. Just
Fine.
we already went through all the effort to put your camera on. Put your camera on.
But that's just because I have no choice because my mic doesn't work.
Your mic does work. It's working right now.
Yeah, like this mic for the webcam.
It doesn't matter. We don't care. You're just going back to original Nikki. It's okay. Original Nikki. You're OG Nikki. There's that sexy beast. With the one pimple.
He looks done with this fucking bullshit.
Here.
He's like...
So, an example of, lack of content and for not safe for work posts and such. I'm gonna share this with you. I'm gonna send it to you real quick, and I want you to show it to everyone on stream right now.
When I share it with you. Oh, you even sent it to me over.
Okay, so this is an example of not safe for work content within a post, which means that it relates to BDSM and for
no, actually, it's
sexual activities.
Nope. You got that wrong, Nikki. It's actually relating to looking for. If anyone wants me as their master, if anyone wants me as, automatically disable, because that's looking for.
Yeah,
it's technically looking for RP. Looking for RP is banned. Not allowed, Nikki.
Alright, well. So, that's good example of that there. Another thing,
nice. Why?
Another thing that we have as an example of this.
Someone is calling me. Oofer.
Keep talking.
Sorry.
Keep talking.
Okay. Here's another post. This is for lack of content spam. Saying like, oh, I'm bored. Does someone please message me and whatnot? That's also not allowed because it's basically like no one really wants to see that on the main page. They might want to see like artwork and everything.
Yeah.
And since like you're not really specifying exactly, and like you're not really giving us a reason why we would want to, what anyone would want to see this message, or like why anyone would want to talk to you, it's basically just. It's, in short, like it doesn't really matter.
The post is lacking in content, and we have every right to disable it.
Well,
it floods. It counts as spam because it floods up the.
Yeah, like if you say something like, "Oh yeah, I got like a brown puppy today," and that's it, then it's like, okay, cool for you. But
I saw a brown puppy today. Oh.
The overall goal here is to push everyone towards using the public chats and communications as, you know, their ways of expressing and talking and
so that way when our
people,
members
not the latest feed.
See, there are so many public chats. VC and art chat. Okay, adult femboys 18+. I don't know what that's about, but that might need to get disabled. Where are our chat mods? Where?
We don't really have a chat mod role, but I have been getting into profiles and chat rooms for the public.
Gay 18+.
So
that
like,
sounds like. Come on, guys.
Here, let's check that out. Let's check that out. Let's see. What is that?
I'm not checking that out on stream. I tell you that much.
We have to.
You check it out. I'm not checking it out.
This is our community. I mean,
fuck it. You know what?
Okay.
YOLO. Enjoy.
Oh,
that's all it says. Enjoy. Okay.
RP allowed?
Follow guidelines. Have fun. RP allowed. RP is allowed in public. RP is allowed.
No, it's not. Role-playing is not allowed.
In public chats? Yes, it is.
No.
Yeah.
And then what's the point of pushing away people?
Because you don't ask. That's why public. That's literally why public chats are there for stuff. You go into a public chat to look for that.
But role-playing isn't allowed as a whole.
Guys.
Yes, it is.
So clearly here, this is like one of the reasons why I've been thinking about just taking space from this altogether. There's clearly a disconnect in the community's rules and things like that, because keep in mind, when this community was founded, it was a furry femboy community for role players. It was listed under a roleplay tag. Yeah, but the thing is, our overall theme has changed now.
We're focusing on the lifestyle and the aspects and people expressing themselves. That's why we have an awkward kind of cluster of different people trying to figure out what the heck is going on, because you have people over here trying to express themselves and they're being all pride and full of the whole thing of just being a femboy. But at this other side of the coin, you have people that are coming from the furry femboy aspects, which is causing this weird sexual but not sexual but pride thing. It's confusing and it's messy, and that's something that's always kind of been a little bit weird in our community with the role players. And I just think we need to take the time to kind of sit down and try to properly give people that space if we're going to keep this roleplay aspect in our community.
Nikki.
Because
yes,
roleplay doesn't have to be just sexual, by the way. Role-playing is allowed as long as it's not sexual. Only in public and private chats.
Yeah, but if it's in an 18+ chat and they're asking and they're saying that role-playing is allowed, you can put two and two together and assume that they mean that kind of role-playing.
Well, that chat is automatically going to be disabled automatically because of the name.
Yep.
Because it's already implying that thing. Like, it's not the fact of like,
but you were trying to say that RP was not allowed.
I think we're just a little,
we're just a little bit of a misunderstanding. Let's see. Adult femboy is 18+. Alright. Must be we're just gonna go through and disable all the 18+ chats. Cause that's excluding members from community, and also the only reason you need to be,
even that.
You need to be 18+. There's only one reason to be 18+.
I mean, it's not even that. This community, you guys have to realize, Amino is not for that type of stuff. I mean, Amino has recently updated their rules, which is another reason why I've been kind of iffy around here. And, they have all these new gray rules. But I'm going to tell you now that in this amino, and for most general aminos, you can't, pretend that you want to post porn or not safe for work stuff. It's just not going to fly. It's targeted to people 13+. Alright?
That's why 18+
here.
Isn't allowed.
There's children here. It doesn't matter if you make a chat. It doesn't matter if you make it private and say your amino is for not safe for work, whatever. It's not cool. It's not gonna happen because it's for kids. The app is for kids. If you want to look at porn and stuff like that, then you need to go on a different application because that's not what this one is meant for. They're partnered up with Google Play, and Google Play does not allow stuff that is sexual like that because of, obviously it's going into their Play Store where kids can get on and people get on and stuff like that. So you cannot do that type of stuff. It's bad for us as the community, and it's bad for you guys in general, because now you guys risk losing your account.
Yeah.
So, I mean, and I know a lot of you joined this community saying, well, furries, I don't know what they were expecting, not allowing erotic roleplay and stuff like that, because it's a furry community or it's a femboy community. And right there, I'm just going to nip that in the bud for people that have that mentality. This is what this community is supposed to be fighting back, that mentality. Femboys are not just sexual objects.
Turn off your screen share, Nikki.
Femboys
it fucks up
not.
everything. Literally, it fucks up the stream overlay.
I want to show something though.
If you have something to show it to me.
No, because I have a chat. I have a chat that you can't see. Only I can, because I have this chat.
Yeah, but as I was saying, you
fuck up my overlay. Literally, it fucks up my Okay, it didn't fuck it up this time. Whatever. Like I said, it fucks
Yeah,
up my
but-
overlay. Please listen.
Okay, so anyways, as I was saying, you know, it really, this community is not a place for porn, and this community isn't supposed to support your femboy erotic desires. This is supposed to show you that femboys are just as human as you are, and they just like expressing themselves in a different way from the masculine mind.
Yeah, because femboys are just feminine boys.
You know what, fuck it. You can keep screen sharing. Just keep the window in that exact place, alright?
Okay,
Do not move the window at all. It is perfect where
I
it's at.
wouldn't. I wouldn't move it. Anyways, here. I had a member talk to me, and I forgot to link the post to shit. Well, whatever. They had not safe for work content within their profile before. I believe they had something like with like oversized. Do you have time to sing my song? Hey, go, please.
Alright, I'll catch you guys up. So from what I'm seeing, it showed off a little bit and exaggerated a little bit too much of the character's buttocks. Yes, the buttocks. Too much. And the character responds with, "No, it doesn't. Hey, it doesn't contain that. Hello?" Yes, it does, though. Your profile picture reveals the character's buttocks too much. From Nikki. And then the member responds with, "His clothes. And so what? I've seen far worse." And then Nikki replies with...
And I said, please be patient, as I was typing fast as I could, because this guy was there, like, hello, hi, like, are you there? And it's like, please, like, relax, like, I'm getting to you. I have, like, other profiles to hide, you know, you're not the only one. And I said, and like, they were getting a little sassy, so I gave them a little bit of sass back, not too much, though. And I said, and I've also dealt with worse people, so stop arguing with me. Or do you want to stay hidden? All you have to do is just change something more appropriate. It's like, geez, you don't need to be rude. It's like, you're the one to fucking talk. Look at you, you know? And I said, you know, and I corrected myself and I said, I apologize for my forwardness, but I've had a 2-hour argument about the topic yesterday. I want to avoid conflict and debates as much as I can. Could you be kind enough to change your profile picture, please? And that's true. I did have an argument with a member about what's a lingerie and what's not lingerie and what's safe work and everything. Even though, like, I've worked in like a sex shop warehouse called Sexy and C that my mother works at as well. So like I know what I'm fucking talking about. You can't tell me like no. That's like telling a soldier who came from the war saying like that's not how you shoot a gun. It's like some kid who plays Call of Duty. Like don't just shut up, okay?
I've heard this analogy
but at
before
the
somewhere.
same time,
Yeah, I said
at
before.
the same time, you guys have to remember too that this is our, you know, we run this community and we have specific objectives for this community. If we come to you and we're like, hey, people are uncomfortable with this picture, or like, hey, your picture is a little bit suggestive, can you change it? You know, it's not in your place to argue with us what is the justifications of your picture. I mean, like, you know, if you want to clarify, like, oh yeah, this is not is exactly that this is exactly this. Maybe like we mistook a dress for something sexual, but
Exactly.
either way, at the end of the day, if like I'm like coming at you like, hey, people have been reporting this picture has been pretty suggestive. Your character is showing their butt a little too much. You know, there should not be much of an argument there. If you know the character is showing
Team
too
Amino
much
still
and
hasn't
it's
broadcasted.
clearly there, you know, it's probably best that you just listen so we can avoid.
Yeah, because we know what we're talking about,
conflicts.
and we know like what we're like, you know, what we're trying to tell you and everything. Plus, we are helpful. I'll go more in depth in this chat because I want to show everyone what like how helpful we try to be. It's just people don't want to listen, right? So they're telling
Especially
me
to
that they.
add. Go ahead.
No, you can speak.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you. But as I was saying, um, also to you guys to add
Guys,
that that was here,
Team Amino still
and
hasn't
there
broadcasted
was
our post.
That's fine.
No, it's
it.
not. No one's watching.
Oh wow.
But then we'll put it out there and we'll put it as a video so that people can.
Fuck's sake, Team Amino. Fucking do your shit. I'm sorry for
Yes.
cursing. That was really uncalled for, but Team Amino is freaking slacking.
Team Amino has been like that's a thing I mentioned before.
Waiting for you.
Team Amino has been very iffy with their rules, and that's something I'm gonna bring up now as well for you guys that are coming in the community and you're just like, well, I saw this, and that. Well, originally this was supposed to be a 13 plus app, and we're gonna stick with that, and we will follow it through. So our guidelines are to keep everyone safe. I know there's a couple gray rules coming out, and I'll probably, because I'll mention this later in a post, but I have been thinking about stepping down and stuff like that. But for the time being, I am here. I will maybe make a post briefly mentioning these gray rules, but we run this community and we're trying to do what's best for everyone so everyone can express themselves. To the old members that used to be here around the roleplay times, I know it's a weird shift. A lot has been changing. Things that was allowed is not allowed. It's weird, but I hope you can adjust so we can all appreciate femboys together. To the people that are curious or have those opinions of, femboys or furries just being sexual things, I hope in this community we can show you that it is not like that. They're just as human as you are, and femininity comes in many forms. Okay? Not every femboy actually likes guys. Wow. Like there's a lot to this community, and I think all of us can have a good experience if we just try. We just do our best to learn about it, because there's a lot of aspects here. But yeah, to you guys that have that past tension, I know there was times that there was staff members that hid your posts or had a tone, or they did things that was rude. Okay,
And we took care of those people.
Not all of us. Not all of us are the same. We are all different, and we all do our best. And things happen. We're all human, and I'm pretty sure at the end of the day, the staff members were not trying to give you such a hard time. It's unfortunate that had that happen, but please do not look at all of us the same. And we will do our best to contact you. If you find a staff member that's being kind of toxic, please don't be shy to private message Kits, private message me, private message anyone else that you typically talk to. Yes, like OC. And let us know so we can handle it, because we want to make this a place where people can feel comfortable being themselves.
Exactly, and that's a great point, and I respect that you brought it up like that, because we actually did need to talk about that too. But the only issue we have currently is how these people approach us about these situations, and it needs to stop, because this person was obviously trying to argue something that they knew they wouldn't have won, right? But in the end, they did get their profile unhidden and everything, because I was trying to help them look for something.
They messaged me too.
Yeah, right. So as I was saying, I asked them kindly if they could change the profile pic, and they're like, "Yeah, this is the only pic I have that is decent. The others of this person are very lewd." It's like, well, if you wish, I could assist you with this pic already. It's like, sure, I guess, but unhidden me first. Try and give me commands. Listen, bitch. Okay, I am in control here. You don't give me command. Okay. And but I didn't say that. I said I have good taste in profiles that would be more appropriate and
Sure, I
cute.
guess, but unhidden me first. Yes.
And then they're like, "Can we just get this over with?" It's like, I'm back. I found some safer word profile pictures that you'll surely enjoy. It's like, let's just get this over with. And I found, as you can see, these are like good profiles that are safe for work,
You
and they're
forgot
not
to add
sexual.
in the credits to the artist, Nikki. It's the most
No.
important part.
No, because they are credited in some of these pictures. Right here, Shimmer
Still
50.
need it.
What do you mean? It's right there.
Still need it.
It's right there.
Oh,
Again,
you mean they can get it?
Like, it's
Yeah.
right there.
The user can get it, but you're not supposed to post them, even if they have a watermark, unless you credit the artist.
You don't
You
even
sent it
credit,
PM,
right
so it's
there.
not against the rules. I know. I'm saying you still need to credit the artist regardless.
Okay.
That's
well,
slightly
I'll do that in the
suggestive.
future.
That is slightly suggestive.
Where?
The last one.
No, it's not. It's Gasper from High School DxD.
That is slightly suggestive.
No, it's not. There's no skin showing. There's no like posing or anything. It's literally just-
Where does your attention naturally go in the photo? Bullshit, Nikki. Bullshit.
Well, I'm glad that you think I look at little boys' ass, but
I think you do.
okay. And I have similar profile pictures that are.
The ass again. More suggestive profiles.
It's not big. It's not being too revealing, and it's not being focused.
It's still
not in the
focused
Again.
on.
Guys, like, this clearly shows there's like 3 rules that we obviously need to work on. There's the role play and content there. There is obviously profiles that we need to work on. And we obviously need to work on our art theft rules. See, the problem with this is these 3 things are all case by case things. They're not always going to be a 100% definite just because
Yeah.
you see recurring features. And that's something we need to make clear. I feel like we go over the top with certain things because in reality that's just not how it really goes. Like, most aminos don't stress these certain things as much as we do. You know, I'm following
That's a good
the
point.
whole thing, but like, that's one thing I'm always gonna be by, and especially with aminos updates in their rules, maybe it's time for us to update
like
as
my profile
well.
picture if you are clueless.
Because, as the advisor, I take on both sides of the coin. I play as a member a little bit, I play as a staff member a little bit, and being a member, in reality, when I'm making a profile, I'm not always, as sad as this is gonna sound, I'm not always seeking out the artist for a picture I find on the internet. Like, I when I join social media, when I go on certain things, yeah, like, if you are posting a picture and you're like, oh, this picture is nice, we hope that you do seek out the artist's name so we can, get to know them, maybe refer them, and stuff like that. And of course, it's a big no-no if you are claiming that picture and you did not have any part in it. But at the same time, I understand the whole profile thing. So I feel like there needs to be adjustment in the art theft rules.
Alrighty.
But if, like...
Yeah.
So we've been live for just over an hour, and yeah.
Okay.
Still no broadcast.
So the last thing we want to get into before we end this, which will be soon, I want to address another topic of sexual predators, because I know that people have been telling everyone in the public that like oh yeah, this person did this, and like, oh, watch out for this person and such. But the thing is that no one really tells us who it is, like, ever. Like I've told people in the comments on their posts saying, like, could you, like, not censor their name or, like, not censor their profile picture? Because, like, how are we supposed to avoid this if you're, covering up what's important, And people are like, oh, but I don't want to, I don't want to call them out or anything. It's like, what do you mean? So you rather make a post about it saying, like, wow, this guy is a creep, and
once you make a post, I think that's one thing that this community does not realize. When you make a post, it is featured to the public. What you would not say into a public setting, or say, like, maybe in a YouTube video, we highly do not recommend you say it in a post, because
It's not
either
highly recommend.
it's
We
a
say no. We don't want you to say that.
Yeah,
It's not even
it's
highly
like,
recommend. It's fuck no. Just stop.
it's a thing of, like, once you make that post, children, teens, adults, everyone will see it.
Yeah.
And if it's something that's suggestive, something calling out people, suicidal, depression stuff, as sad as that sounds, things like that, like, talking about your day when it's like a community that's supposed to be focusing on a specific point, it's going to be taken down. Why? Because you're causing a disruption in the flow of content.
It doesn't matter even if it's calling out someone or anything. Like, even if you were to call out someone, at least give us a name so that we can take them down. We can, like, tell them not to do it. If anything, strike them. So
if there is a person on our community that is doing something wrong, it is our job to look into that. That is what we do. That's why we're here. If a person's on our community that you feel is a threat, you need to contact us. Do not put it in the public, or else you start to intimidate and scare people. It will start conflicts, it will start drama, and if even worse, maybe that person will leave and start getting different aliases and stuff like that. It's not cool. You need to contact the staff immediately, especially if this person's like a predator. You need to, because if we don't find out in time, this person can spread around and start influencing and hurting more people. So please be aware of what you're posting to the public. Like, you wouldn't go posting most of this in a different application, so why are you posting it here? It's not a dating app.
This also applies to people. This also refers to other people calling out other people for different reasons, not just for sexual predators. I mean, for, like, saying, like, this guy's a jerk or that guy's a jerk. Like, it doesn't matter. No one wants to see that, and I get it. Like, you have a good intentions and everything, but you need to contact staff. Like, literally, no one contacts us ever, and then they say, like, oh yeah, you guys have great staff and you guys never help. It's like, well, we could help you guys if you just, let us know.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, that's a big problem here. Like, no one ever contacts us, and we really need people to contact us, because we cannot just look into your PMs, It's like,
yeah, we're not wizards. We can't just go like, I'll walk on top.
The only way we can find out is if you flag it, you screenshot it, and you send it to us privately, or you let a leader know, and then they can direct it to the team.
Let us know.
We can't find out any way else. If you don't tell us, I mean, hopefully, luckily, and if we get to you in time, you can catch it in the public. But, like, we want to try to highly avoid that, because now you're involving people that don't want to probably be involved. Especially you guys with the intense gore and the depressive posts, when you break up with someone. I get it's terrible, it's heartbreaking, you want someone to express yourself. But this is not that type of place. We're trying to keep a positive vibe here, and whenever you do that type of stuff, it really
we should have, like, a rule
down.
for how many posts you can make of that per week. Like, I understand some people need to vent sometimes, but, like, we don't want 90% of posts to be about venting.
Exactly. If anything, make a pirate group chat.
Like, not even that. What you vent about should probably be better kept with someone that you know or a friend or something. Do not public post things like suicide and things like that because you will. There's 13-year-olds here. You want 13-year-olds knowing about your suicide?
You want them to be suicidal? Huh?
And
Stop
I don't
it.
know if you know
Get some
about
help.
suicide laws down here in the US, but I can tell you, once you say, hey, I'm going to commit suicide, now everyone's a witness and now everyone has to assist you or at least look into it because if
That's
they
a law.
don't,
That is a fucking law. We will be...
if you don't, if we ignore it, and we just say, oh, it's just someone, you know, going through their phases, but it's someone legitimately about to commit suicide, now it's a whole thing. Now it's a whole case. Now the family's gonna get involved. Now, like, you know, like, just don't do it. If you
And
know
when the family
is...
gets involved, they'll come to us. And then we have to talk to fucking Amanda or Josh, depending who we're gonna talk about.
We have to talk to Amanda or Josh, you know, us, like... Some of us are even underage. That's the problem here. Some of us don't. Some of our parents don't know that we do that. Like, that's the problem. All right, you're getting other people involved in your problems, which is not a bad thing. I'm not trying to say it's a bad thing, but getting random people involved in your problems is not a good thing.
Yeah, it's like that. It's like that 8-year trying to get GTA 4 at GameStop, and then he's like, "Why did you let my son buy this?" It's like you bought it. Like what the fuck?
You let your son buy this?
Okay, like what I'm trying to get at is that you should try to keep certain affairs private or with people that are close to you. I am sorry if you are depressed or you're going through something harsh right now. That is terrible, and I feel horrible. I'm sorry. But you need to contact either a professional or someone close to you. Do not post that on the media. It's not good for anybody, and it's not good for your reputation either, because in the long run, that's something you're going to have to look back on if, dear God, you hopefully get help, because no one wants you to die. You know, no one, you're not worthless. We're all human here. It happens. We all have our bumps. It's gonna be okay. You know, if you need a vent, you know, I'm open to it.
Fucking vent.
You know, you can private message me, but I'm not saying every staff member is entitled to do this. This is an optional thing because, you know, I care. But, keep in mind, this should be an example of that. You should try to make these affairs a little more private. You know,
a little bit more private.
The overall theme should be supporting femboys. And no, not posting, I like femboys. Femboys are cool. No. Literal in-depth
Nor
thing.
should that be...
I'm a hot femboy, and I support other femboys. PM me, I want to lick you.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. So, you know,
there's also been people that, like, I've talked to, and I've seen them repost things saying, like, since, you know, people told me that, like, it needs to be femboy related, well, I'm gonna make a new post.
Before everything ends, something I'd like to get into. I saw other people doing it.
Really?
I saw other people doing it. That's something I want to get into. Oh, well, other people have been doing it.
Well, the thing is, the reason why you see those other people is the whole, like, there's a whole, like, psychological thing about this. There's a whole psychological thing. When you see a problem,
we can't find it. We can't, if it's not taken down, we haven't found it yet. Contact us. 90% of it is you need to fucking contact us. Please.
Yeah, but, you know, bystanders don't necessarily take action. So it's up to you to choose which side you're going to be on. If you see something inappropriate and you're like, hey, that's inappropriate, don't be like monkey see, monkey do. No. Be like, hey,
just tell us and we'll handle it. That's it. There's nothing else that needs to be said. Just contact us.
Yeah, like.
Okay, so we basically covered everything for this podcast. We're gonna make another one if we ever need to address this.
But we're gonna do another one next week, actually.
Really? Why?
Because I want to get another one in because we only did a podcast for about half an hour and Team Amino's been giving us shit, really. So we need to address more things.
About what?
Let's see. I broadcasted something an hour ago and it's still under review.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, well, if we need to do another podcast, we'll do it. But, yeah, just what we're going to do in the future is we're going to update the rules. We're going to make it clear for everyone. And a message to everyone who messages a staff team or gives them a hard time, fucking don't. Don't be a dick. Just listen, okay? I don't care if you're a child. I don't care if you're an adult or you don't want to take shit from me. You're going to take shit from me because you're in my territory. You're in everyone's territory, not just mine. I didn't mean to say that. I meant to say you're in our territory. We run this Amino. We want everyone to have fun. So just listen to us, please. Okay? So,
oh,
yes.
Jeez. Yeah, that's pretty much a harsh way of going about it.
Oh, we've said it like a million times.
That's the point.
Yeah, we don't need to say these things a million times, guys. It's not rocket science. And that being said, I guess we should end the podcast. So, all right, guys.
I'll see you in the next video.
I'll see you in the next challenge.